Have I played the Stanley Parable before? No. Adjust the slider until the computer is barely visible. What is up, everybody? Your boy Thomas, aka Tom Epic Fanta 373, back again with another gaming video, and I'm playing the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe. I've heard this game is really good. It just came out a few months ago. I've never actually played the original Stanley Parable. That came out way back in 2013, but they just released the Ultra Deluxe version. I heard it's really funny, so I'm just gonna begin the game. Hopefully this will be successful. Never the end.
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
I may as well watch the intro.
Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year.
How do you expect to do that every
others
day?
might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy. And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley.
Yep.
Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call
creepy.
a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Alright, so that's the end of the intro. So I know there are like many endings to this game. I've heard this is like a multi-choice ending thing. Like, I think there was even a choice to even... Okay, yeah, so I think there's even an option not to leave the office at all. What does that say? It's 11... Oh, what? Am I blind right now? Oh, yeah. Oh, the minute hand is what? Alright, it's 11:20. Yeah, because the minute hand was like... Yeah, I think that's... Yep.
But Stanley simply couldn't handle the pressure. What if he had to make a decision? What if a crucial outcome fell under his responsibility? He had never been trained for that. No. This couldn't go any way except badly. The thing to do now, Stanley thought to himself, is to wait. Nothing will hurt me. Nothing will break me.
Yeah, I know
In
how
here
that
I can be
feels.
happy forever. I will be happy.
Haha.
Stanley waited. Hours passed, then days. Had years gone by? He no longer had the ability to tell.
Probably.
But the one thing he knew for sure, beyond any doubt, was that if he waited long enough, the answers would come. Eventually, someday, they would arrive. Soon, very soon now, this will end. He will be spoken to. He will be told what to do. Now it's just a little bit closer. Now it's even closer. Here it comes.
Nope, that's the... Alright, so we apparently start again. Okay, yep, here we go.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
Yep.
Stanley decided to go to the
Holy
meeting
shit.
room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
I wonder if I can...
No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Wonder if I can jump up here. Wait, I'm still learning the controls. Oh, you can't jump in this game. Oh, you can only crouch, but you can't jump. Was it? Oh, there's a glitch out here. Should I go out here? Alright, fuck it.
At first, Stanley assumed he'd broken the map, until he heard this narration and realized it was part of the game's design all along.
Goddamn.
He then praised the game for its insightful and witty commentary into the nature of video game structure and its examination of structural narrative tropes. So, now that you're here, what do you think? Isn't this a fun and unique place to be? Why don't we take a minute just to drink it all in? Okay, I'm over it now. What do you think? Are you sick of this gag yet?
Okay, yes.
Well, I don't know how to
Fuck
say
it.
this politely, but you could literally just hit escape and restart the game any old time you want, like right now. You could have done it just then. Now would also be an appropriate time to quit. Any of these points and so many, many more, all of them are appropriate.
I'm gonna listen to what he says.
I'm enjoying what seems to be an internal conflict going on where you are literally unable to act on your own desires to restart the game. So, just to push the envelope, I'm going to try and make this as miserable as possible and see how long you can maintain.
No, okay, I'm sorry. Fuck it. That was a glitch. That was never meant to be.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
This game is
Stanley
hilarious.
decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
The meeting room. Yeah, this game has been out for nearly 10 years. And they finally made an Ultra Deluxe version.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, sometimes it's a good idea to listen to the narrator, but not always.
Yet
Sometimes
there
I
was
try
not
to
a
trick
single person here either.
What's that?
Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Meeting schedule, Monday. Weekly targets admin, marketing Mondays. It's a Floor XX group. Something playing legal. We're broke Wednesday. IT department. Financial panic meeting. Boss inspection. Group 42X. Group 47. 8bird. Preview of weekly review. No, pre-review of weekly review. Office party. Group 49X. At 4 o'clock. Do not alter without consulting whiteboard manager. Rip Franz. Who the hell is it? Rate increased. Please no more charts. This is very funny. This is a genius idea. On your boss appreciation minute worksheet, circle the top 20 things you love most about your boss. Solving impersonal conflict. Alright, I'm going. This is too much. Crossing. I might go in there later.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
This might be a trap. Here we go.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number. 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this. Incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck.
Oh, it was a lucky shot. Oh, look
he
at
stepped
that.
into the newly opened passageway.
It's a new door. What is this? What the hell is this?
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
What the?
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
And you can't jump in this game. What the? What does that say? I can't read that. What the? Oh! Oh no.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
What the hell is this? You know, this is like... I'm thinking of another creepy game for some reason. This is kind of similar to it.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
Wait, so I'm 247. Wait, so it's probably somewhere over... Alright, when it comes around again. Oh, oh. Well, I think that one's mine over there. Yeah, there it is, 247. Wait. Oh, wait. Oh, my gosh. No, I'm 427. Oh, I'm such an idiot. I don't even remember my own. No, I'm employee 427. What am I thinking? No, okay, that's me over there. Yup. That one's me. This is creepy.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
What the?
No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable.
Where the hell
wasn't
am I
it?
going?
Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
Blind to the world. That's creepy.
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy or sad or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
What'd I just do?
Blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over? Yes! He had won! He had defeated the machine! Unshackled himself from someone else's command.
Holy
Freedom
shit.
was mere moments away.
Freedom near moments.
And yet, even as the
What is
immense
that?
door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him, for it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel.
Well, that's depth.
Whatever life he
that's
lives,
so lowering.
it will be his. And that
What
was
the-
all he needed to know. It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door. Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation,
Can't move.
the immense possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
Huh. Oh, beat the game. Get your first achievement. Oh, that's it. That's game over. That's game over. Part 1. That's one of the many endings. Alright, so I guess I'll leave it at that. That was ending number 1. So, yeah, I'm gonna leave it at that. I hope you enjoyed this video. I'll see y'all around. Have a good night.